Hi, I'm Donna Robinson, known as the Traveling Nanny, and I'm here to do what we call the kitchen sink reviews. They're not formal, there's nothing fancy about them, but I will give you some true to life advice about different travel gadgets, and you make up your mind. I'll sometimes just tell you it's on Amazon, let you look it up yourself, or you can always put in the comments, tell me where to find that particular. I figure, why list everything when you can just ask if you're interested. One thing I wanted to talk today was I love this thing. My very beloved Anchor charger had got a message that there was a call that you could not use it for TSA because of fire possibility. I've used that thing for years, but now it's recalled. So rather than take a chance of someone calling me on it, I had to get a new one. Now, the good news is that they've come out better, they've come out lighter. Um, that was my main concern. I have, other chargers, but they're big and they're heavier. Just not what I wanted. So I found this little INIU. It's small, it's compact. Man, this thing is fast. And what I love about it, see these little paws, it tells you how many charges you have left. Well, my phone, in order to do this, was getting low on battery. It's like 12%. Go, well, phooey. Charge it into my home chargers in 1 hour, 2 hours. Charge it, put it in this. It says 55 minutes. Well, in 35 minutes, I went from something like, I don't know, 15, 20% to 75%. And as you can see, it only used 1 bar. I was at an INA conference and somebody had the computer. Oh my gosh, I forgot to have a child. But here, use mine. Should have seen on her computer. Charge your little computer like nothing else. Still have plenty of bars left. It's not that expensive. I really like it. But the best part, you know how we're always trying to find cords, right? Now, a lot of these new chargers come out and they'll say, oh, we have cords attached. You just flip them out and put them in, da da da. My problem with that is every time you pull those down, are they just going to bend and break, right? This is a little different. It's attached. And what it is it is a cord. You just take it off, plug your phone in, plug it into what you want. No problem. When you're done with it, just pop it back. And the best part is that, any C would do it. If you had another small little TV charge, you could probably still use it because it is just a C. But like I said, it can charge 2 or 3 things. I could actually charge my phone probably 3 times, even if it had gotten down to 25%. And not many really do that. They talk about it, but you get a full charge and you're almost done. This little thing keeps on working. I've charged my phone and my Kindle and still have bars left. So it's in you. I think it's really cool. It's lightweight. It can actually just fit into your pocket. Not bulky or anything. So and it's approved by TSA. So something to think about. Here's something else. My girlfriend and I are going to Greece in September. They tell you water, 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 keep water with you. Well, my problem is that when I'm touring, I don't want to have to hold something in my hand like a water bottle. I don't care, it's got a loop or something. So a lot of times I'll just use something like a little water bottle carrier. This is really fairly inexpensive on Amazon. You can do a wrist one that just attaches to your wrist, or you can do one that's like a shoulder thing. So it's a sling. You can crisscross it, you can put it over you, and you've always got your water. Now this is the 16 ounce, because as you know, if you know me, I'm an RTIC girl because I love the ceramic inside. It's just so different than those stainless steels and other ones that eventually give you a metal taste. This never does. It stays cold forever. So I love it. And it's got a little loop. You could loop it onto your suitcase. Flips up, no leak. But I only want a 16 ounce because I don't want to have a 20-ounce thing of water so heavy. I can always refill this, but I have this around me for the tour. Now, it will take up to 2024, so if you had a big water bottle, you could still put it in here. The cool thing is that if that's the day, I really just don't want to be bothered with anything else, I could actually put my phone in here. It fits in here quite easily. This is my husband's phone, but let's see if it fits. He has one of those ugly, awkward, big ones. But see, it's the big one. would fit in here and still close. Down here is a place that if you wanted to put your credit card, put some money in here, ID, you could, and now you don't have to have a purse. You know, I just don't, I have probably the biggest collection of travel purses, crossovers, you name it. I never try to influence people about purses because I don't like them anymore when I travel. I'm a minimalistic. I don't want to have any less than I have to. Now, your home, is this still useful? This one's kind of cool. I've never seen one like this before. You go to the gym, you bring your water, right? You don't want to bring a purse. You put your phone or whatever in here. See these little things here? They're magnetics. So you know how in the gym you have the metal bar? You just go, and it snaps right to the bar. Don't lay it down on the floor where you won't forget about it. It snaps right to the bar. They're heavy magnets. And I'm surprised that it's still lightweight. So I really like this. They come in different ones. My girlfriend said she likes this one, so I might give her this one. I wanted one that was a little less obvious maybe, because I like to be kind of, don't want people to pay much attention to me when I travel. It's the same thing. It's just in a cute little camouflage. And if you're a guy or something, maybe it's a little bit more masculine. But I love this thing. It's not very expensive on Amazon. If you're interested, tell me and I'll give you the link. All right. These I think are cool. I always keep one of these, excuse me, when I travel. Like I say, I'm minimalistic. I'm packed in my suitcase what I'm going to take to and from and where. My little carry-on, like a little spinner, which I'll do in a minute, you know, has some things like I'm going to go through TSA with. But come back. Sometimes you shop, you know, sometimes you get a few little souvenirs. And when you're out shopping, you know, places they expect you to have a bag. This is big. You can shop with it. You can even take it back on the plane because you've got your little overthing bag that fits underneath your seat or whatever, or in the thing, and then this is like a personal item. So if you don't have room in your suitcase, if you did not plan well, then you can still put all your souvenirs in here. This is what it folds up to. It just folds over and just tucks itself like a little envelope. So it's really cool. It's cheap. I have a tendency to buy them in like a little quantity of 6 or something, because I make a little travel bag for my flight attendants on the long haul, on the first long haul, and I like to give them little gifts, and this is one of the things I stuff in their bag because it's always useful. And then you get home, you can still use it because it's a good little grocery bag. It's good when you're, you know, doing stuff and you're bringing stuff. It's useful, not related just to travel, which you want to make your money go as far as you can, right? All right. Now, this is my newest thing. This is probably where I'll lose most of you because you won't be interested at all because you just love your purses. I don't. I'm minimalistic. I like to travel light. But recently, I've been using the wallet purse. And right now my phone is in there, but the case that goes on your phone that goes with this is magnetic. So your phone just snaps right in here. I like this over the one. I'll show you the other ones I tried out first. But I kind of like this because I found out with some of the wallet things, yeah, I could hold it up and take my picture. Kind of awkward sometimes, so I have to just take the phone literally out. This, I just snap it off, take my pictures or whatever, put it back in, and I'm done. Has a nice little place over here. You could put some extra money, put some extra whatever you need to do, cards. So I like it. The snap over is magnetic, and I've tossed this thing around the last couple of days, and so far it's been no problem about coming out. The next part I'm not quite sure about, but so far I have to admit it's done okay. The other part opens up, and you can see you can have some credit cards, you can have your ID. It still has a place where you could put some extra money or extra cards. In my case, I put like my travel insurance cards, things like that in here. I don't really need to have it up here. I don't travel with very many cards. I travel basically with my ID, like a license, because tours kind of ask for that. Or, you know, I travel with a Visa and a MasterCard. Sometimes I feel like I should travel with my debit, but I hate it because anything happens to anything, your debit, you know, it's just, You can empty your checking account real quick if it's hacked. Where credit cards, you know, you're pretty well protected. So, but I do sometimes, if I'm going to have my debit, it's probably going to be hidden somewhere. It might even be in the safe in the hotel because I have no need for it. I bring euros with me. If they run out and I have to go to a cash machine, I can get it out of the safe. But I rarely take it out with me when I'm, you know, out and about. Okay, it just snaps in. Now I was worried with this snap hold, you know, secure enough. This is where my phone goes, but would it be secure enough? Could I jiggle it? Would it come apart? You know, you could always put a band around if you want to, but so far it's been really good. I like the fact it also has a little zipper up here, so I don't want to get into anything. I'm just at a shop, maybe a mama shop, you know, you don't want to use your credit card. And it's just a coffee or something. You can put some euros in here or whatever your vendor is and do it that way. I like these little loops because it also has a wrist one if you just want to do it for the wrist. But once again, I want to be hands-free. So I'm always going to be a crisscross. And then I can kind of keep my hand on it too when I'm walking around. So a little bit extra security. I wear reading glasses and sunglasses sometimes. So a lot of times I will take, I've shown it before, but this just holds your glasses. And so when you're just out and about and you need it, you got them there. And they can attach to a purse, they can attach to your anything. Sometimes I'll use that if I want to. Now, would this be cut real quick by someone coming by? You know, could be. But like I said, I kind of keep my hand on it. But in case you get more fancy, I use this mostly, I'll be honest with you. This is what came with the wallet, so, but I do this one mostly. It's thicker, it's hard to cut. It actually has a little loop for your glasses or sunglasses or whatever you're wearing. And it also would just hook right onto the little things. It's cute, it's heavier, you know, I mean, it's sturdier, still very lightweight. So these things come where you can make it fancy or you can make it plain, whatever you want. So I just got this one. I'm experimenting, you know, if I really hate it later after using it, but so far the snap is held for me, the magnet on my phone is held for me, and I do love the fact that if I want to take a picture, I could just open it up, take my phone off, it just snaps on like a magnet, it's pretty sturdy, and then I can just take my picture and then put it back. Don't have to take it out of the actual phone holder. Okay, this is the one I like right now. They come in a lot of beautiful little colors. Once again, I try to stay subtle when I'm traveling, but like bright colors, they've got them. What did I try before? Okay, this was the one I took to a conference with me, and I found I had to be kind of careful with this one because it did snap over like this, and you would think it'd be more secure because the snap is big, but I found I'm not real happy with this snap. Gotta be careful when you make sure you close it well. The cool thing, it has a zipper like that, so you can get into it really easy. It even has a little hidden one here that you pop up and you can stick something down it, which is really nice. And it holds some credit cards. It has a little mirror if you're doing your lipstick or something. So it holds a couple there. Your phone would fit in here. Now when you want to take a picture, you are going to go like this. And I found that okay, but maybe a little bit more cumbersome. And I had a problem with one that, and when you put, because these are looser than most, if you put these in here, you really have to put a couple credit cards in at a time to make sure it's really snug. I made a mistake of only putting one. It came open on the ground. Luckily I saw them, but still. But it's cute, it's cheap, and once again, it has a little ways you can make it into add the straps to it, and you can still make it crisscross. This was my first one I tried out, and this is not a bad thing either, if you're just around your neighborhood type of thing. Same thing, except this time, what I liked, it opened up, had lots of room for cards, and I like the fact it's really, don't have to struggle getting them in and out because it's right there in these little, like a little accordion, you can put your things in. Sometimes when I want something really light, I might just use this one if I'm in around town. And there's no buttons anywhere, your phone just fits in here, and it hits in really snug. And once again, crisscross. So it's some option. So if you ever get tired of all the crisscross purses they show you. Because when I go on a plane, they say, "Oh, well, put all this." I don't take all that stuff on the plane. I am not going to be worried about applying makeup, you know, on the plane when I get off, or cleaning my face off and everything. Man, 10, 11 hours, I'm just getting off the plane. I don't know these people. They're never going to see me again. I'll do my makeup, or I'll clean myself up when I get to the hotel. I don't want a purse with that much stuff in it. It's just one more thing to worry with, okay? Um, Now, this next one, once again, this was just because I was thinking, what if, what can make a 12-hour trip to Greece in September a little bit more comfortable? Okay, you're young, I'm old, I need to be comfortable, and I don't go to business class. I'm not going to be in first class. I might have economy plus, I might have a better seat, or I might just be back in economy. It's according to how thrifty I'm trying to make the trip. Some people get really status symbol about all the comfort and stuff. I don't sleep on the plane anyway, so I really don't care. Um, my thing, I want to spend my money when I get there. I don't want to spend it on the flight if I can avoid it. This time we were really lucky. My girlfriend and I were doing a girlfriend trip. We used points for our ticket, and I think we got little decent seats. But are they comfortable? Have you seen airline seats lately? They're thin. So I was thinking, what if I looked around, thinking, what is a cushion that's easy to sit on that maybe could save my butt and my soreness? Or you can move it up, put on behind your center of your back. This is kind of cool. As you can see, it elevates a little bit in the back, so when you sit, it kind of gives you that extra support around the tailbone. The nice thing is you can technically fold this up. I don't know if it would ruin it after a while, but it's not too big. Now, the thing is, it's another thing to take on the plane, right? Do you really want to? I'm not sure yet if I'll take it or not. But I thought, if I did, how would I carry it? What is a minimalistic way of carrying it? I have backpacks. This rolls because I don't take anything in the airport that doesn't roll. This only has the back wheels, but it's a great little, it opens and packs, like literally like a suitcase. This fits right into it. If you wanted to put it in this section, you could. It fits right in. It would limit what else, if you were doing a lot of clothes, you might have to think twice. But what if I didn't? What if I just wanted to say, is there a way I could take it, prop it where it wasn't constantly falling off, and behind here is a little strap, that you can strap onto another suitcase, which since it'd be by itself, my other one's checked in. This, if I get it out, actually, if I can do this while I'm talking to you, but it actually fits right in here. You can actually, let me see, I'll flip it up. You can actually fit it right into that little bar. So if you want it, you can just keep stuffing it. I'm not going to do it all the way, but it will stuff all the way down. Let me see if I can bend down real quick. I'll do it for you. So anyway, it will go all the way down if I do it. But anyway, so basically what you'd have is a little bit up here, but it goes all the way down to here. So, all you gotta do is just pull it out when you get to your seat. So it's small enough you could do that. Now, my other one I bought just because technically I could use this next one in my computer chair to make it more comfortable. But what if I wanted to use for travel like they advertise? Okay, keep in mind this one opens like a suitcase, right? All right, this one, oh my gosh, it's so thick, so comfortable. If you're sitting on this, you might actually make the 12-hour trip. But it's kind of large. I wish it would be just a little thinner, but it's not. But what if I said, there's two of us, maybe I give my friend that one. What if I took this one? How could I pack it? My check-in's gonna have all my clothes and everything. My carry-on, really all I'm gonna have is pajamas, a bathing suit, because we might be in the water if we get to Greece. The reason I always, if you're gonna swim, I always pack my bathing suit, because if anybody loses your check bag, you can replace most of those clothes pretty quickly. Try to find a bathing suit in a strange place. that fits you, that you like. 'Cause us women were very picky about our bathing suits. So my carry-on is going to have my bathing suit, pajamas, makeup, some toiletries, you know, that type of thing. And probably, you know, once you get past your toiletries, pajamas, your bathing suit, and a couple changes of clothes, that's really all you need. I don't do first aid kits. I don't do 100 wipes. But if you do, that's fine too. But what would this fit into? So let me see. Like I say, this one here is a suitcase, packed like a suitcase. So actually, it does fit in there. And because of the way this goes, I can still put, you know, like underwear and probably a change of clothing on top of it. And this one in particular, because I still have plenty of room for the toiletries and everything in here. So this one actually would fit. Now, if I wanted to do it in a different type, I do have a backpack. And I really do love this little backpack. Sometimes I just take it. But most of the time, if I don't have something to connect this one to, I don't put anything on my shoulders. But once again, see, it has this. That small one also fits in here. But the big one would be a challenge. However, it actually will fit in here. But I would definitely be limiting myself. I'm not going to stuff it all the way in to take my word for it. It works. And I would still have places to put my toiletries. I could stack my bathing suit and a few things down there. It would work. So, and then the one that I usually use when I'm going through the airport to put, because it will fit underneath my seat. I, you know, don't have as many problems with it with smaller airlines. Is this one. And once again, it opens like a suitcase. So it's deep. That thing actually fits in. That one's a breeze, and it also has the bar on the back. But I could fit that one in here and still put plenty of stuff in. And it also has the pocket for all your other stuff. So it can be taken. I just have to figure out, do I want to? I'm not really sure. If I do take it, it would be because I want to come back to you and say, this is a waste of time, don't bother. Or this was really a lifesaver in terms of feeling good when I got off the plane and not going like this and that and, you know, rubbing your bottom and everything. So it's kind of about it. Like I say, I don't get sponsors. I don't look for it. I don't get anything out of my videos except for wanting to share with you and see if it's something just might like. You might be more into the cross purses and you like to carry a lot of stuff, and maybe the wallet thing might be something you still throw in just when you're out touring or something and you don't want to carry much. You want to be minimalistic. You want to be comfortable, because when you're on 3 or 4 hour walking tour, everything is heavy. So that's my water suggestion. And I also have the wild wolf one that I've shown before, and I still like it too. But I really did like this because it was just so lightweight, and I like the fact that I'll get some use of it in the gym with the magnets. So I thought it was pretty cool. And you know, it holds the small one, it holds the large one, still holds my phone. But this one, I would probably do the crossover with this, or a sling like a water. I probably would still do my crossover with this one, because this is going to have my ID in it. Rather than taking my phone in and out of here, you know, I might just crisscross with that. So I'd have my water bottle and still have my purse, my ID and stuff. If I felt like afterwards we were really going to walk around the town a little more, maybe I want, you know, some more stuff in here. But if I didn't want to, I wouldn't have to, because I could put my phone, and because it's magnetic, I could just snap it out of here and put it in here. That was really personal preference. Probably most people are, you know, glued to their big purses. Lord knows I have them. And also I would take one of these and slip it in one of those pouches, because then, you know, it's small and I would be able to still have something for shopping. So that's it. not much, but I just thought maybe I would, you know, kind of pass on some things to you. See if you can find it useful. If not, well, hope I didn't waste your time too much. If you have questions, want to know where something's at, want a link, just tell me in the comments. Thank you.